Big One Piece news. I have no idea who these people are. So this is about the previous chapter. Hopefully we get confirmation or a strong hint at what the ancient energy, yada yada, for that attack. So this is talking about the next attack, right? And then someone comes in here with, you know what else is very strange? I might be well wrong on this, but we don't see any shadows of the Gorosei. Example below, look how small Luffy is, and you see a shadow under him, but nothing for them. Could it be the key to find the shadow and hurt that? Hence why they wanted Moria dead. Now, I haven't fact-checked this. I haven't. I've no idea if this is consistent or not, right? But this is incredibly alarming. Because if you remember what I said... Hold on. Hold on. I'm bringing up the receipts. Hold on. We are bringing up the receipts. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. The fact that we have Emu, who looks exactly the same as the friggin... Are they even here? No, they're not. As like the big dudes in the Florian Triangle. And there is the connection between all the eyes. And now there's the connection between the freaking ancient robot. And the ancient robot is connected through the Bible and Joy Boy. Let's go back to the tweet. Not that one either. No shadows. Now, if we go with my theory that they are not Devil Fruit users, and that Emu is the only person with a Devil Fruit, and they are some sort of weird projections of Emu's Devil Fruit, the Shadow Fruit, I think a Shadow Fruit is unfortunately a bit too close to Blackbeard, which is why I am kind of against this idea. I think it is a little bit too similar to Blackbeard, which seems kind of like, it's probably wrong. But the fact that none of them have shadows, and I get that you could say like there's fires and everything's like glowing yada yada, right? But Luffy still has a shadow. And it's such like a small detail that I never even thought about. This might be wrong. Like I said, I haven't fact-checked this. This could easily be a thing. Like Oda wanted to do a cool splash panel, and he wanted to like bring out the contrast, so he didn't draw the shadows. This might not be consistent. But the fact that they are the only people we have ever seen have some sort of weird projection through like the summoning circle, and all of those things, right? And the fact that like the circles are numbered, which to me implies that they're all a series of things, and are connected, right? I think there is almost certainly something there. And while most of this stuff was a joke, most of it, I genuinely think there is also some very good stuff in here. It does very much make me think about, again, that angle of every single warlord has something up their sleeve. And Moria could be the shadow one. Maybe. Because also extracting Luffy's shadow could potentially be very important in the long term. Very interesting developments. More examples of shadows missing? I think so too. I think we really need to go and investigate. I don't think anyone is, let me see if I can refresh it. Maybe someone has already fact-checked it. So this person who noticed it, Hunter, Massive W, oh, they're followed by Volume 1. So this person right here, Omega W, I consider this as a W for myself as well, because this very much feeds into my theory that all of these shadow things, Emu, the Florian Triangle, the Circle Eye, the Ancient Kingdom, all of these things are connected. And the fact that this is another connection to all of that makes me even more confident that Mihawk is also tied into all of this. And I wonder if the Voice of All Things could also be some sort of like weird manifestation of them communicating through like those summoning circle things. Mist, Emu was watching. I don't think there is like any direct correlation between Emu and the Florian Triangle creatures, unless Emu can somehow like project themselves across the entire world. Like people have done like little sketches of potentially like the multiple figures we see actually not being multiple figures at all, and it's just one big figure, right? It could potentially be something like that, and like the thing we see is actually a projection, in the same way that Luffy was a projection from Skypiea, right? So he's just a small dude, but in the skies he looks like a massive god, which could be also like a nice inversion to Emu. where it looks like this massive, horrifying creature, but it's actually just a projection of one single thing. It could be cool. I don't think that's what it is, though. And also, the fact that Robin's eye went circly after she lost her shadow is also very, very interesting. You know what what I want to look at now? This is definitely a stretch. Okay, no. I wanted to check if not Emu, if Mihawk casts a shadow, but he does. So Mihawk does have a shadow. Yeah, I don't know. Predicting that Luffy is a sun god in Skypiea is insane. I can see how you would get the idea for that, but actually calling it outright, that's insane. I'm kind of interested in seeing how she pieced the whole thing together. Because that's like one thing that people always gave me credit for. Because I just threw out so many different ideas, and all of the ideas were super generic. I just got things by default. Predicting that Luffy would become a sun god? Now that's insane. Because like conceptually, there are a lot of big picture ideas I think you can predict relatively easily in One Piece. But connecting the whole sun angle, that's impressive. Because I know like the Wit remake thing is a joke. Because I also said, I talked about like the Wit remake in Dressrosa, right? Because some of the shots were like with the super thick outlines. But apparently I said something that also came true in the Wano manga before it was even released. And I never even realized it. And that's why I just say so many different things that I've got no idea about like any of my predictions at this point. I'm sure if someone has like literary background in Japanese media specifically, picking up on like cultural references in One Piece is probably also much easier. Because I know very, very little about like Japanese media and all the inspirations there. Because obviously, for some reason, anime really, really likes like the European fantasy, medieval fantasy type vibe, right? There, I know a lot. When it comes to Japanese folklore, everything like that, I'm clueless. And we've actually seen that like very, very recently with the elders, right? People who know about that immediately clocked it. That's enough theory talk. Archer has dug up even more of these things. I've got no idea where he's getting these, but even more like sketches of all the characters. He's posted a bunch about this. There's a bunch of this stuff if you want to look through it yourself. We talked about like the main page, this one right here, right? And the tree spirit, which I think the tree spirit I think is an idea that is still I still think this idea is at the back of One Piece, and it will come to the forefront at some point again. I think the tree is definitely important. We'll see about that though. There was this though, and this was kind of interesting. A story of a bandit and a knight commander. Family of bandits for generations. This guy has a scar under his eye. If you've done something wrong, just correct it with a right. Quick cut, aka here's some advice, don't underestimate me. This is Shanks right here. And this is King. Likes pranks, shopping, and horses. Because there's even more stuff in this guy. This is just literally Luffy, right? And these are like the Sea Kings. Tail of a dragon and a boy. The original leader of the Order of Knights Land. Will feel nervous, holding a real sword, can't afford to be cowardly, can't control his body. And this right here is literally Shanks, by the way. Knight Leader Shanks. This was the best part. Other early prototypes Oda made prior to One Piece with no available images. The Shy Pirate. The Countryside Assassin Quadruplets. This sounds like a modern isekai, and Oda came up with this before One Piece. This literally sounds like a modern isekai. The Talking Fish. This is like more normal. The mirror that sucks at reflecting. What the hell was Oda cooking? What was Oda cooking? Rubber Gang.